I need a drink.
Welcome everyone to Was It Good? My name is Bob, and tonight we're going to be talking about Joker Folie Adieu?
French.
So we're going to talk about Joker 2. Now, before I get into the review, I do want to let you know there are going to be some spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to know anything, this is your spoiler warning. Now, if you have seen it, I'd like to know what you thought. Why don't you go ahead and share your comments in the comment section below? Let me know. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was a pointless sequel? Did you think it was a worthy successor to the first film? I'd really like to know what you thought. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it. Joker Folie Adieu finds Arthur Fleck institutionalized at Arkham awaiting trial for his crimes as Joker. While struggling with his dual identity, Arthur not only stumbles upon true love, but also finds the music that's always been inside him. Now, when the first film came out, I really liked it. It made over $1 billion and it won Joaquin Phoenix an Academy Award. But it's been 5 years and a lot of people think that a sequel was not needed with that film. But I can tell you this, they were clearly wrong because this has got to be one of the best sequels I've ever seen. Let me start by talking about the things that I did appreciate about the film. First off, the acting performances. They are really good. Once again, Joaquin Phoenix just slips right back into this role. There's a reason why he won an Academy Award the first time. He is excellent as this character. He brings a type of sadness to him and you feel sorry for him. And I really like what he's done with the character. Excellent performance. Lady Gaga, she really surprised me. She did a great job as Harley Quinn. Now, this Harley is very different from others that we've seen, whether it be video games, cartoons, or other movies. And I think she did a really good job with this role. She was good to be opposite Joaquin Phoenix. And the fact that her character was required to sing, she was perfect for it. And I don't have anything bad to say about her performance. Another thing I appreciated is that this is a well-made film. I like the costumes, the set designs, makeup. I liked how Gotham itself looked and felt. Arkham was very gritty and grounded. I liked that. And the introspective looks inside the mind of the Joker, which were the dance and musical numbers, I thought those were pretty good for the most part as far as the way they looked. Now, I do have some opinions on that, and I'll get to that in a moment, but they looked good for the most part. And you could tell they really put some effort behind this film, so I do appreciate that. Finally, I got to give the filmmakers some credit for actually taking some introspective looks inside the mind of this character. That was a big risk, and so whether it paid off or not, I give them credit for actually taking that risk. This character lives in a fantasy world, and we actually got to see some of those fantasies, and now he shares those delusions with another character, with Harley Quinn, and that's where the title actually comes from, because the two have this shared delusion and this mental illness. And so I do got to give him some credit for at least taking that attempt to try to do something different. Now, despite the things that I liked about it, I got to say, this film dragged. I found myself bored with a lot of it. Not that I really fell asleep, but this film just didn't hold my attention the way that the first film did. I was actually checking my phone to see what time that it was, and the energy in the theater just wasn't there for this film, so you could tell people just weren't into it. The next thing is I thought there were way too many musical numbers. Don't get me wrong, they said from the get-go this was going to be a musical, but I wasn't actually taking them at face value that they were going to be this many, and I think that the amount of them actually took me out of the film. I don't think that they were all needed, and I just didn't see the point to having that many. Speaking of not seeing the point to it, what was the point of this movie? I really don't understand what they were trying to do or say. The first film was supposed to be a standalone film, and I think that if it stayed that way, it was perfect the way that it was. I don't understand what they were trying to do or add to this character because I don't feel like anything was added here. By the end of this film, he doesn't even end up with Harley Quinn. So why even include her in the storyline? And then that actually takes me to the ending. This ending was terrible.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
So we find out he's not even the real Joker. How do we find this out? Because he dies at the end. He dies in a pool of his own blood. He gets stabbed to death by another inmate there at Arkham, and it appears that the inmate who stabs him is actually the real Joker because you see him in the distance kind of carving a smiley face onto himself. And so because of that, it turns out he's not even the real Joker and that Arthur just influenced who this inmate is going to become. What a sad ending for this character. And I can't believe that we went on a journey with him thinking he had become Joker in the first film, only to find out he is not, in fact, this character. What a terrible ending. I think fans of the first film and Batman fans alike are really going to hate this ending. Final thoughts. Was it good? This was an extremely disappointing film. I cannot believe they took the sequel in this direction. Yes, it's well acted and well made, but those things cannot save this film. The story is pointless. There is no reason to actually do this sequel because it adds nothing to the characters. And to end it the way that they did is inexcusable. I cannot believe they took us on this journey to only end it there. If you liked the first film, I do not encourage you to go see this one. I really think you're going to be disappointed. Now, if you're still watching this long, I'd like to thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.